Morning everyone, Tuesday the 30th of June, and in the UK right now 18 degrees, cloudy with a lovely breeze after last week's oven-like temperatures. So obviously this week it's 22 but we cloud all week, so I can definitely work. But because I had nothing for 11 days, I'm stacked out this week. And then next week again, let's say in 28, 35 plus. So next week again, unfortunately, I can't do anything and I refuse to work in those conditions for any dog. So I appreciate those who are waiting. I haven't forgot anyone. I've got a list of people who were first to be seen when we cools down. So on that note, because of the hot weather, like most people, I was getting up at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning and just bringing the dogs around this field and then down the path, around the other field and back home. Letting them just have a run early morning when it was cool, because it was the only one they were going to get for the day. But what I noticed towards the end of last week, only on grass like this, playing fields, is that Dexter was going too far away from me. He was starting to ignore the whistle because the amount of scent, because everyone with a dog was walking the same place, and I felt myself just getting frustrated with him because I know he's better than that. Now really it's not his fault and it's not my fault. The weather, what I've done is, because the weather's hot, is I've switched off momentarily. So this week especially, as you can see, and anyone that has lessons with me whose dog has no recall or ignores them, I say to them about a long line and zigzagging. I'm sure they think I make this up, but I can honestly promise you 100% what I ask you to do, I do in my dogs. Hence, Dexter's back on a long line this week, twice a day, 15 minutes at a time, and he is going to, well, I'll do it now. So we're just going to start walking. So I've got two leads, they're 15 foot each, and I'll join them together. To start with, he's only getting the length of the one. So all I do is I'm going to walk. I would normally blow a whistle, but obviously because I'm talking I don't want to. And whichever way he wants to go, I'm going the other way. And I just get him. The shorter the lead, the harder he's got to work. Because you see his nose is down constantly because all the dog walkers have been here. But if I go to the woods or long grass where nobody goes, he's amazing. He doesn't do any of this. And yes, I know he's a dog, and I let him sniff in the mornings anyway, but he goes beyond that. So this way is my command for him to turn. If he doesn't listen, I'll just pop the lead. So much. Dex, this way, good boy. So he goes away. Dex, this way, good boy. So the more I turn, the harder he has to work. When it's loose like this and he's by me, just keep walking. But see, his nose is down constantly, which it's not normally. He doesn't even know I've got a dummy in my pocket. But at the moment, you see, now he's got this lead on, he realises he can't go in nothing. He's just following me. Like this. So as we're walking now, I'll start to give him a bit of the next lead. So he's got a bit further. So, same process. I'm not going to video it all because people get bored. As I always say to people, never be scared. Dex, this way, good boy. Never be scared to go backwards, to go forwards. It's the way it is. Dex, this way. So like there, ignore me, so I pull the lead. If I allow him to ignore me there, then he's going to ignore me all the time. And some people might go, this isn't a major problem, I wish my dog stayed that close. That's fine, it's your dog. I want him close. Just because of, I know him, I know what he's like. The further away from me he goes, the more mischief he gets up to. To keep him close, he's amazing. Now, obviously there will be the, what do I call it? The keyboard professionals that go, well, if he doesn't stay close enough, you haven't trained him properly. Hey! You're the keyboard professional. You have your opinion. Everyone's entitled to an opinion. And here's mine. You worry about your dog. I'll worry about mine. As I've said before, I don't have my own field to train these dogs in, like a lot of trainers. And if I did, I would leave the grass long all the time, because I know then I haven't got to worry. But let's be realistic. How many people have their own field to train in? And a lot of the people, nearly 90% of people I go to, their dogs are pets, and this is where they walk it. So we've got to teach people how to be successful on this. So right now, you see, he's still sniffing, but he's sort of keeping a bit of an eye on where I am. Next, this way, boy. So now he's listening. So now you get a bit more lead. So I'm basically saying to him, if you respond when I ask you, I'm just going to let you be a dog. But when I ask him, he has to respond. Now some might say it's really strict. Well, it has to be. Because over the other side of that little hump there's the free roaming sheep. And if we're in the middle of Forest of Dean, under the new Livestock Act, and he starts chasing sheep even on the side of the fence, I'm in a world of poo. So you've got to make sure your dog understands what you want from it. So anyway, fast forward. So this week it's nice and cool. Next, this way, good boy. This week's nice and cool, but next week, when it's getting hot again, we're back to early morning walks. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk them separate. Now I don't care if I have to get up at 5 o'clock or whatever. I will take Billy out for a 20-25 minute session in the morning. As soon as I get back, he will come out again on the long line, and I will keep this up now for at least 2 weeks. Then in 2 weeks time, we'll come back over and see if he's learned. But like I say, I could take him somewhere there's long grass or in the forest in the woods, and I'd almost put money on he'd stay really tight. Because, greatest respect, he's like a child. Dex, come here, today. Good boy. He's like a child in the summer holidays. Stick him on their Xbox, happy as Larry, ain't they? That's him hunting. The moment you say they got to come off the Xbox and you try to entertain them, or you try to get the kids to do something they don't want to do, or there's something more exciting going on somewhere else, parenting just becomes a bit tougher. It's the same with him. It's not his fault it was hot, it's not mine, it's nobody's fault, it's just the way of the world. But I've learned, and that's the thing, even with your own dog you can learn, and I learnt with him that I can't ever give him a week of free rein. I've got to be on him all the time. So next week I say, believe it or not, I'll do this thing called getting up early. And I'll get him out early, and I might even take him out first, because he's going to be on the long line. He'll be more active than Bill will. And then I'll take Bill after, and that'll be them done for the day. One walk a day, they're happy. If it's extremely hot, then they won't go out at all. I just have the paddling pool. So now we're going to, in with this now, I'm just going to incorporate a little bit of sit whistle and a bit of a dummy retrieve. Oh, that's a hover. That's a sit. Wait. So he doesn't get nothing for that one. That's a turn. So now I'm going to really work him, make him pay attention. Wait. Just keep him moving. Now he starts to engage, you see. Good lad. So now he sits straight down. Sit. Chuck it over there. Out. Drop the long line, because I have absolutely no doubt now we'll hunt for that dummy. Good boy. Good lad. Dead. Good boy. Right. Right. So now he's had a retrieve. Let's see what changes. So I'm now not holding this long line, but now look. You see what I mean? Now I've said to him, you can go on the Xbox. Look at him. I don't even have to say anything to him. He will follow me, because he's going, when do I get the dummy? And it's only when he pays attention. But anyway, I'm not going to video the whole session, because people will fall asleep. Like I say to people, repetition is key, consistency is key. And with the greatest respect, there is absolutely no reason, I've got no room for excuses. There are people I've seen in the last 6 months who've had a lesson, been amazed with the results, and I've never heard from them since. I don't chase them up. I'm not hounding them. If they don't want to keep up, that's up to them. The only one they're failing is their dog. And to be fair, if you're going to fail your dog, you shouldn't have one in the first place. Same as the other expert dog trainers. I get loads of people come to me, go, I went to so-and-so, they're awful. I'm not going to name them. I've never named them. But you know what? Instead of moaning about them now, I'm using them to boost my business, because the amount of business I'm getting from people who've been to these trainers and failed is amazing. I don't have to advertise. I don't have to do anything. They literally walk into me going, we went to this person, they're fucking awful. So great. So I love it. But anyway, this will probably be 11 minutes of your life you'll never get back. I apologise, but this is just little videos. I'll try and get a few more this week, just to stick on the various media channels to keep people awake. I'll try and keep you awake. Any questions, as always, drop me a message. If I can do a video to help you out, I will. And remember, if you're having a problem with your dog, you want a phone call, there is no charge. Free phone call. Don't care if it's an hour or 2 hours. If it helps you and your dog, you can have it. Yeah? If you want me to send you a message with what to do, free of charge. The only time you pay is if we go out and physically have a lesson. You find somebody else that does that for you. Anyway, have a great day all. It's Tuesday, so most of you be at work, but if you're not, enjoy this cooler weather. It's bloody lovely. Say bye, Dex.